Okay. I will record it on my
Yes.
computer and then I will share the record with you.
Great.
Great.
So Sarah, and just to introduce, this is just an overview of the platform and what it don't really need to get into deep details on how to configure everything. I think it's most important for him to understand what we can do, what the solution does, and probably to see some real-time dashboards and reporting, and that would be it. Okay.
Okay, excellent. So please let me know if you can see the screen.
I do.
Yeah, I can see the screen. Yeah.
Excellent. If you have any questions or any comments while I'm presenting, please stop, interrupt me. Feel free to ask the questions. I would like to clarify all the process to you, okay?
Sure.
So first of all, I want to clarify that this environment we're going to review is a demo environment. So you might see like weird information, but that's completely normal in this environment. We have a simulated integration with in concert omnichannel, but we can also have different type of integrations like with a bias system or other ACDs. We have different profiles according to information needs. The profile we're going to review is the one that has access to all configurations, all the business units or clients and everything. But we also have agent profiles and also supervisor profiles. We have profiles for specific business units or clients, and we can have different clients like this Pluna client here, and inside the client, different business units. If the client is too complex, we can split like in different business units to work with it. Okay. Well,
Here.
We have, this is the main module. It's located in the business unit level. We have 4 different modules here: analysis, production, real-time, and admin. With all these 4 modules, we go through the workforce management process, which is to create a forecast, interactions, AHT forecast, and based on that forecast, we create a headcount required. After we got the haircut required, we create schedules for agents to meet that coverage. And after that, we review the information in real time, like the planning to compare with reality. And we have also a production module that allows us to review the information at historical level. So we're going to start with the analysis module. Here we have 3 steps. Forecast, which is created with historical information that we gather with integrations. Also, we have a manual upload of the information in case we cannot connect with the ACD directly. And the process is pretty much the same. We took the information, we create an automatic forecast with an automatic process with tasks. And we can also create our own forecast, like for analysis purposes. So I'm going to check the forecast for this week. We have different views. The first we're going to get in this dashboard will be related to assignation groups. Assignation groups are groups of services that we relate to agents that support them. So we'll see the detail per those groups. We have also the tab per services. Here we have the service, and we can play or change volume, AHT, and we can also calculate from here the number of hours required at a service level and also at a assignation group level.
And these numbers are manually fed to the system, or they are based on historical data?
They're based on historical data, but the analyst also has the option to manually upload the information. We have 4 types of forecast here. The first one is the system forecast. So with the information that we gather from the integration or that is manually uploaded to the system, the solution will create a forecast. This cannot be changed, but it will reflect like the historical behavior of the service. We can also have the production forecast. This is like the forecast that we published in production, and we're going to follow in this 2 modules, production and real time. We can also have the higher forecast, is like the third client forecast. If my client has his own workforce management team, and that team provides me with a forecast, I can upload it to the system and have it as a reference to make analysis, comparisons, and everything. And also we have this forecast that is the one that the analyst can change, and it can be promoted to production forecast at any time. If we want to increment the volume or the HT because we are expecting a promotion or new hires, this type of events, we can include that information here. We can also check different information per service. The curves of each day, as you see here, AHT and headcount. We have different table views to modify the information. We have daily summaries, and we also have tax. I'm sorry, this is in Spanish, but this is payday and this is New Year's tax. So tax help us to track special days like holidays, promotion days, payment days that might impact the behavior of the service. I'm sorry. So we better schedule for that specific day. So in this case, yes.
The only thing which is not clear for me is hired. What do you mean by hired and system? Like the hired is what?
Okay, the higher forecast, it's not that common, but we have found that some contact centers receive from their clients a forecast. So
okay, so some forecast that's coming from outside.
That's correct.
Okay.
Good. I was saying that we have different ways to modify the information to make analysis, like the daily view. We have here a view of the tax, Monday, Tuesday, and everyday volume, AHT, and also the hours required per day summary. We have also the table by indicator, and we have the daily distributions. The system creates its own distributions based on historical information. However, we also give the possibility to create custom distributions. So this will define the curve of coverage that we'll need to meet for next week for each of these. So this is the distribution that we are using for Monday, and we also have suggested values of interactions that might receive, including the tax. So here we have a suggested value with tax, without tax, and the value that I as analysis can put into the system. So
what is that? What is the tags?
Tags are to track special days like holidays.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I was hearing it as tax, like the taxes. I said, what's the connection between taxes and
I'm sorry, I know I have a really strong accent, so please let me know when
no,
something
no.
is not clear.
No, it's clear.
Okay, good. So this information works in two ways. We gather the behavior of a specific day. We provide you with a percentage of impact. And if we are using the tag in the future, it will be used to forecast the percentage. So this information is already in the system. It's only provided me with the analysis already. We have also distribution for AHT, right? We have an average per hour per day, and we have a general. So this is the information here. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you something. I found that really important to clarify, because one of the first optimizations that we do in the system is related to the way we calculate the headcount. We have three different methods. The first one is Erlang, the most used, the most common formula. We have also attention capability that we use to forecast headcount for channels like digital channels, social media, or chat channels that are related to concurrency. And the simulation we use it mostly for inbound calls, and it will help us to get a more accurate value than Erlang, because it's based on historical information. So it will provide us with a more accurate value. It will not overestimate as Erlang does. So this is one of the first optimizations that we do in the system. We can change the value to create different scenarios, like the service level target, if we want to decrease or increment this value. We want to change the abandon rate target or the occupancy, and see how it behaves, but the headcount required. We can do it from here and create different scenarios to present to our client. And this is pretty much it, what we can do here in the forecast. Do you have any questions here?
No, it looks very clear, very clear.
Excellent. So I'm going to move on to plans. Here we have a lot of information. It's really complex. I enjoy working in this section particularly, but I'm going to try to be really quick. I see that someone else joined the call. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we were explaining a little bit of the forecast. If you want, I can come back to that, or we can just move on to plans.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt. You can carry on.
Okay, good.
I believe it is recorded, so I can go back to the part that I missed.
Yes, it's being recorded.
Yeah, fair enough.
Good. So after we created the headcount required in the previous module forecast, we have the information here per assignation group. And the first thing we're going to have is the requirement per interval. We can also have the hours we need to meet per day, but we're more interested in provide the data per interval. So analysts can make movements and make decisions if they want to grant training or vacation days and things like that. So you see the impact. We were reviewing like that we had a attack in the previous section. So you see the impact here that we need for Saturday, more people than we need for other days, right? And we can create schedules here. We can add shrinkage, like to add absenteeism, training, percentage, things like that, and to complete the headcount required. And through different schedulers that we have in the system, we can create the curves, like the schedules for the agents. That's this blue line I have here. So for each day, I can zoom it and see what the coverage looks like. We can also include different types of events here, not only the main productive type, but we can also include with the meeting scheduler. That's another optimization that we do in the system besides the schedules itself.